Hello dear students, I welcome you all back to the session. So in today's session we will learn what is object oriented system testing. Okay, so I hope everybody knows what is object oriented system now. So you have learned it in your C plus programming. So object oriented system is basically uses those object oriented concepts like classes, inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism and data binding. So with such application, how do we do the testing? So object oriented system includes all these properties. So how do we test those particular applications which is developed with the concepts of object oriented? So let us see a quick infographic. By that you will understand or revise your object oriented properties. Go and watch it. Yes, with this video I hope you understand what is object oriented programming. Okay, so you understand with the object oriented concept, so the applications built on this concept will be efficient and then modular, and it has a high performance. So let us see the concepts one by one. So basically the goal of this object oriented programming or object oriented concept is to highlight the major concepts that cause some modifications and additions to this approach of testing that we have seen so far. So fundamentally, the procedure oriented programming language was categorized by these two things. First one is data being considered as separate from the operations or the program. So we fundamentally consider data is a separate thing than the operations or set of instructions, which is your program, and also the algorithm being the driver with the data being subsidiary to the algorithm. So against this object oriented programming language were developed. So this language is data or the object centric. So with this object oriented programming, data or object is object oriented or data centric. So there is no separation between the data and methods that operate on the data, and the data and the methods that operate on the data go together as one individual unit. So let us see what are the properties of object oriented system. First one is object. So object is basically an individual real life entity. Okay, and what is the class? So it is a form of functional fundamental building for the object oriented systems. So a class is actually a representation of the real life object, and each class is made up of attributes or variables and methods that separate the operators on the variables. So for example, you can take an example of object called rectangle, which has the two attributes which is length and breadth, and area and parameter for two methods, and the variables and methods together define the rectangle class. And what is encapsulation? So it basically provides the right level of abstraction about the variable and methods to the outside world, which is wrapping up the data into a single element. And the most important concept, inheritance. So it is a process that enables the derivation of one class from the another class without losing sight of common features. And the major strength of this object oriented system lies in its ability to define the new classes from the existing class, with some of the properties of the new class being similar to the existing class and some of the properties being different. So inheritance also allows the objects to be reused. So this is the main advantage of object oriented system. You can use the existing code in the new class or new functionality. And polymorphism. So it is the ability of performing the multiple functions. So it means that even though the method names are same, their actually meaning is dependent on the context of the class from which they are also called as accomplish different tasks. And the last property is dynamic binding. So it is an association between the data and methods with the objects. So these are the properties of object oriented system. So in the next session we will meet and continue with the object oriented system testing. Thank you, dear students.